All right, good afternoon. I apologize that I can't be with you today. Please do be on your best behavior for the sub. I expect to have a good report when I get back. What we're going to do today is it's kind of a start of a review day. Um, uh, we're going to go over what we've learned about energy and work. And then we'll have another review day tomorrow when I'm back because we're planning to have a test on Monday. So what we're going to do is what you're doing right now is you're watching this Marble Lab video. Then I've got something that's going to start you on working on energy number 4. And then at the end of that, you're going to have some work time today to work on these 3 things. I do apologize. I had intended to make today be a test corrections day, but since I'm not here, I'm not going to do test corrections today while I'm not here. We will do those tomorrow, though. But remember that you do have a test coming up on Monday, and the review that you're picking up today I will also collect on that day. What I'd like you to do for a warm-up here is I'd like you to make sure you have out a pen or pencil and a calculator on your desk, and put your cell phones and earbuds away. And the warm-up, I'd like you to focus on number 16 from the Marble Lab last time. So you got a Marble Lab last time. If you didn't get a Marble Lab, the sub has some extra copies for you up front. I'd like you to work on that now. And I'm going to ask the sub at this point to pause the video and give you about, let's say, 2 minutes to work on this warm-up. So if the sub could pause the video. All right, and now I'm going to go on. Okay, so you answered question 16, which is basically trying to think about what's happening to the energy in the marble as it goes down the ramp. Let me pull out, give me 1 second here. Let me pull out my lab so that I can help talk you through this for number 16. So your explanation number 16 should include a few things, right? What you probably got correct is that what happened is as this marble rolls down the ramp, its kinetic energy increases because it's going faster and faster, but its potential energy decreases because it's getting closer and closer to the ground. What you maybe forgot to include is what happened at the beginning. How did that marble even get energy to begin with, right? If you have a marble just sitting here on the table with no energy, no kinetic energy, and no potential energy, what do you have to do? Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to lift it. Remember, if you lift it, you're doing work. So what happens is the first step in your explanation should be that you had to do work on the marble to get it some potential energy up here. And then, as the marble rolled down the ramp, the potential energy is going to decrease while the kinetic energy increases, all the way till you get to the bottom where now you have all kinetic energy and you've got no potential energy left. Right? So your explanation for number 16 should include that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you here in a minute. I'm going to give you some time to finish whatever you need to work on for the Marble Lab. Because at this point, you should have everything except maybe a few problems missing. So what I'd like you to do is we're going to pause the video again here. And we're going to pause the video for this time, we'll say 5 minutes. And when you finish, go ahead and just hold on to the paper until the pause is over. Okay, so I'm going to have the sub here pause the video for 5 minutes. Okay, and now we're back. What I'd like to do now, so there's basically 3 things that I want you to work on. If you haven't finished the Marble Lab, that's the first thing you're working on, is finishing the Marble Lab. Once you finish the Marble Lab, go ahead and turn that in up front. The next thing I'm going to have you do is one of the handouts that you got when you came in should have been energy number 4. I would like you to work on energy number 4 now. And then at the end of class, or if you finish both the Marble Lab and energy number 4, I would like you to work on the review. So you should have plenty to keep you busy. I'm going to stop the video here because you're going to be working on these 3 things for most of class. I'm going to come on, I'm going to have the sub play one other video, the energy number 4 video, just to go over a few things of that. He's going to do that at the last 10 minutes of class. So you've got now until the last 10 minutes of class to be working on these 3 things. These first 2 should be done before you leave today. This third one will be due on Monday. All right.